So I started a spoken word open mic in Lynn 7 years ago. You should have seen the looks I got from people when I told them I was going to start a poetry reading in Lynn. That was good, Jimmy. That was really good.
All the GE crowd came out.
They did.
You guys have been on GE for 30 years making missiles. Let's go to the poetry reading.
Yeah, right. There once was a man from Nantucket. But it turned out to be the greatest thing. Mm-hmm. It's been 7 years now. It's called Speak Up. Other people run it now, but I got it going, and it's just fantastic because it's designed. Do you remember Jack Powers?
I do.
Well, I designed it after that. He ran right over here.
Yep,
at
TT
the Bears. He ran for many years something called Stone Soup Poets, and I liked the way he did it. He just would. Well, you know how crazy Cambridge was and is, and it would be an insane group of poets, and he just kind of stood there sort of calm and put his arm around the thing and made sure nobody fell off the edge and just let them be whatever kind of free spirit madness they wanted to be within this sort of contained circle. Mm-hmm. And a
lot of great poets came out of there.
Well,
Brother Blue was there all the time.
He had Ferlinghetti there and all those guys. He was friends with
Ferlinghetti.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know, and it still runs. You know, it's in. He's been dead a while, Jack, but it's the Stone Soup Poets still gather, and they're at the Out of the Blue Gallery, or this gallery right down the street here on Monday nights still. But anyway, I modeled it after that, and then as a result, we got a lot of people who didn't know they had a voice to come and express themselves. Immigrant people who didn't know anybody wanted to hear what they had to say, people with mental health issues, young people, like in Lynn, you know, in all towns like Lynn, you can find people who are 5 or 6 generation descended from drug addicts and stuff like that, and they've been homeless, and we call them feral children. They kind of raise themselves. And it's been a place for them to gather, to come in and to realize that there's a place where they can belong, and then also realize that they have a voice and that we're interested in hearing it. And I'm really proud of that. I think it's a template that could be used anywhere, because the social services, the churches and the schools, they can't really get those kids. They don't want to go to a church and talk. They don't want to go into school, or, you know, but they'll come to a place if I'm running it, because I tell them they can say whatever they want and they can say it however they want. We don't care what kind of language they use or anything. And then they find each other. It's like this little band of you know, bullied and you know, kids that aren't sure who they are and they don't really belong, and they sort of find each other, and then they take care of the next one that comes in. And so it's sort of a self-sustaining, nurturing thing for people who don't have a voice to find one. And I've always thought, Jimmy, that one of the most radical things you can do in this world is to give a voice to people who don't have one. So I'm really interested in that, and the success of that has made it so that it's made me more interested in it. Like I'm capable now of teaching other people in communities how to do it, what not to do, you know, how it works, and how to reach out to kids, the unreachable ones, you know.
Right. And having something like that, and it's also commerce, it's commercial.
Well, it helps the business.
So it helps the business, but it also helps the neighborhood.
Of course.
Because you bring 50 or 100 people into a place once a week, that's great for everybody in the neighborhood, either the pizza shop to the bar rooms to the parking or whatever.
No, it's great. And you know, and it can do things. You know, that's the sort of surface value of it, but the deeper value is in the community. We, you know, have people who have mental health issues, or people for whom English is a second language. When they come in and they realize that we respect everybody and we want to hear what they have to say, that's a new thing for them. Mm-hmm. And then they unleash stories that would never have gotten told, and we learn about what it's like to grow up in Haiti or Albania or whatever. And it does so much for the community that you can't really define it. It's just, it's huge. Mm-hmm. It opens the community up to itself.